Captain Afan Karax looked at the monitor, seeing the blue planet come into view. "General, we have arrived on Earth. This is where the humans live," he announced, turning to the imposing figure behind him. General Barak, a veteran of countless space wars, narrowed his eyes. "Humans, they are nothing but criminals. I remember their leader said he was a criminal," he said with a deep voice full of skepticism. Lieutenant Salo, standing nearby, seemed puzzled. "A criminal? How can a criminal lead a planet?" she asked, her voice reflecting the confusion on her face. "We are about to find out," General Barak responded, signaling for the ship to land. As the spacecraft descended, a group of humans approached the landing site. The atmosphere was tense, with both sides unsure of what to expect. The humans seemed calm, their leader stepping forward with a welcoming smile. "Welcome to Earth. I am Tom, the leader of this world," said the human leader, his tone warm and inviting. Captain Afan Karax couldn't hide his surprise. "You are the leader, but you said you were a criminal." Tom nodded, maintaining his calm demeanor. "Yes, I was a criminal, but I changed. I learned from my past, and now I lead." General Barak, still skeptical, asked, "You lead with strength, then?" Tom shook his head. "No, with wisdom. We humans believe in second chances." Lieutenant Salo's curiosity was piqued. "Second chances? That is new to us," she said, intrigued by the concept. Tom gestured for them to follow. "Let us sit and talk. I will explain." They walked together to a shaded area, where a few chairs were arranged in a circle. The aliens and humans sat down, ready to discuss their differences. Captain Afan Karax leaned forward, his interest genuine. "Tell us more, Tom. How did humans become so powerful?" Tom smiled slightly, his eyes reflecting years of experience. "We worked together. We learned from our mistakes. Each challenge made us stronger." General Barak's skepticism remained. "But you were criminals. How did you gain respect?" Tom's expression turned serious. "We earned it. By helping each other, by being fair, by learning from our past." Lieutenant Salo found the concept fascinating. "In our world, criminals are punished forever." Tom nodded, understanding the contrast. "Here, we believe in justice, but also in redemption. It makes us stronger." Captain Afan Karax was impressed. "You humans are different. You see the good even in the bad." Tom nodded. "It is our way. We believe everyone has potential." General Barak, still processing the information, asked, "This is why you are supreme. Not because of power, but because of heart." Tom agreed, his voice firm. "Yes, it is our greatest strength. We welcome all, even those who have made mistakes." Lieutenant Salo seemed thoughtful. "I have much to learn from you, Tom." Tom smiled warmly. "And we from you. Together, we can make the universe a better place." General Barak's demeanor softened slightly. "Indeed. Let us start this new friendship, human." Tom extended his hand. "Yes, let us begin." As they shook hands, both sides felt a sense of hope and understanding. This new alliance between humans and aliens promised to bring about a future where different beings could learn from each other and grow together. The chapter closed with the realization that true strength comes from unity and the willingness to change for the better. The meeting continued into the evening, with more discussions and shared stories. The humans spoke of their history, their struggles, and their triumphs. The aliens listened, fascinated by the resilience and adaptability of the human race. They shared their own tales, revealing the harshness of their world and the strict rules they lived by. Tom leaned back, looking at the stars above. "You see, our past is filled with conflict, but we learned to grow from it. Each mistake was a lesson." Captain Afan Karax nodded. "In our society, a mistake is a mark of shame. We are taught to hide our failures." Tom shook his head gently. "Here, we embrace them. They shape us into who we are." General Barak, always direct, asked, But how do you maintain order if everyone is given a second chance? Tom smiled, appreciating the question. We have laws, of course. Justice is important, but we also believe in rehabilitation. People can change if given the opportunity. Lieutenant Sello was curious. And does it work? Do people really change? Tom's eyes were sincere. Most do, some don't, but we focus on the ones who do. Their success lifts us all. The conversation flowed naturally, with each side gaining a deeper understanding of the other. The aliens began to see that the human strength lay not in their physical power, but in their capacity for empathy and growth. As the night drew on, Tom stood up. Tomorrow, I will show you more of our world. You will see how we live, how we work together. General Barak rose as well, a hint of respect in his eyes. We look forward to it. The humans and aliens parted ways for the night, both sides reflecting on what they had learned. The aliens, in particular, felt a sense of wonder. They had come to Earth expecting to find a race of criminals, but instead, they found a society built on redemption and hope. As the aliens settled into their quarters, Captain Afan Karax turned to General Barak. Perhaps there is more to these humans than we thought. General Barak nodded slowly. Indeed, they have shown us that strength is not just about power, but about the ability to change and grow. Lieutenant Salo, already making notes in her journal, added, We have much to learn from them. This could be the beginning of a new era for us. The general agreed. Yes, a new era, one where we learn from our past and build a better future together. The chapter ended with a sense of anticipation. The next day promised to bring new insights and experiences, as both humans and aliens took the first steps towards a lasting friendship. The story was just beginning, with many adventures and lessons yet to come. The morning sun bathed the landscape in a golden hue as Tom led the alien delegation through the bustling streets of the city. The air was filled with the sounds of everyday life, children laughing, vendors calling out their wares, and the hum of vehicles. Captain Afan Karax, General Barak, and Lieutenant Salo followed closely, their eyes wide with curiosity. This is our capital, Tom explained, gesturing to the tall buildings and busy streets. Here, you'll see people from all walks of life, working together to build a better future. Captain Afan Karax observed the harmonious activity around him. Your people seem happy. There is a sense of peace here. Tom nodded. Yes, we have worked hard to create a society where everyone has a place. We believe in giving everyone a chance to contribute. General Barak, still grappling with the concept, asked, But what about those who refuse to change? How do you deal with them? Tom's expression grew serious. We have laws and a justice system. Those who refuse to change face consequences, but we always aim for rehabilitation. Our goal is to help people find their way back to society. As they walked, they passed a park where children were playing. Lieutenant Salo watched them with a smile. Your young ones seem carefree. They do not fear the future. Tom smiled warmly. We teach them to be hopeful, to believe in their potential. Our education system focuses on nurturing their strengths and helping them learn from their mistakes. They continued their tour, visiting various parts of the city. Tom showed them the schools, where students of all ages were engaged in learning, and the hospitals, where doctors and nurses worked tirelessly to care for the sick. Everywhere they went, the aliens saw a society that valued growth, compassion, and second chances. In the afternoon, Tom took them to a large community center. Inside, people of all ages were engaged in various activities. Some were taking classes, others were volunteering, and a group was working on a community garden. The atmosphere was lively and filled with a sense of purpose. This is one of our community centers, Tom explained. It's a place where people come together to learn, share, and help each other. Captain Afan Karax was impressed. This is remarkable. You have created a place where everyone feels welcome. Tom nodded. Yes, it's important to us. We believe that a strong community is the foundation of a strong society. General Borak, still pondering the idea of second chances, asked, "Can you show us someone who has changed? Someone who has been given a second chance?" Tom smiled. "Of course. Let me introduce you to someone." He led them to a workshop at the back of the center. Inside, a man was busy working on a piece of furniture. He looked up as they entered, a smile spreading across his face. "Hello, Tom," the man greeted warmly. "Hello, Jack," Tom replied. "I'd like you to meet some new friends. This is Captain Afan Karax, General Borak, and Lieutenant Salo." Jack wiped his hands on a cloth and extended a hand. "It's a pleasure to meet you all." Captain Afan Karax shook his hand. "Likewise. Tom tells us you have a story to share." Jack nodded. "Yes, I do. I wasn't always a good person. I made a lot of mistakes in my youth. I hurt people, broke the law. But I was given a second chance. People believed in me, helped me find a new path." Lieutenant Salo was curious. "What changed for you? What made you decide to turn your life around?" Jack's expression grew thoughtful. "It was the people who believed in me. They didn't give up on me, even when I had given up on myself. They showed me that I could be more than my past mistakes." General Borak listened intently. "And now, how do you feel about your past?" Jack sighed. "I regret the harm I caused, but I've learned to forgive myself. I use my experiences to help others now. I work here, teaching others the skills I've learned and showing them that it's never too late to change." Tom placed a hand on Jack's shoulder. "Jack is one of our success stories. He is a reminder that everyone has the potential to change and contribute to society." The aliens were silent for a moment, reflecting on Jack's words. It was a new perspective for them, one that challenged their understanding of justice and rehabilitation. Captain Afan Karax broke the silence. "Thank you for sharing your story, Jack. It is inspiring to see how you've turned your life around." Jack smiled. "Thank you. I hope my story can help others see the power of second chances." As they left the community center, the aliens felt a newfound respect for the human way of life. They had come to Earth expecting to find a society ruled by criminals, but instead they found a place where people were given the chance to change and grow. Tom led them to a quiet park, where they sat down to rest. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the city. General Borak, looking contemplative, spoke first. "This visit has been enlightening. We have seen a side of humanity that we did not expect." Tom nodded. "I'm glad. We believe that understanding and compassion are the keys to a better world." Lieutenant Salo, her journal open on her lap, asked, "What advice would you give to us, Tom? How can we bring this philosophy to our own world?" Tom thought for a moment. "Start by believing in people. See their potential, not just their mistakes. Create opportunities for them to learn and grow. And most importantly, be patient. Change takes time." Captain Afan Karax agreed. "We have much to learn from you, Tom. Your society has shown us that strength is not just about power, but about the ability to grow and change." Tom smiled. "Thank you. And we have much to learn from you as well. Together, we can build a brighter future." As the evening turned to night, the aliens and humans continued their conversation, sharing ideas and dreams for a better world. They spoke of cooperation, understanding, and the possibilities that lay ahead. By the time they returned to their ship, the aliens felt a deep sense of connection with the humans. They had seen firsthand the power of redemption and the strength of a community that believed in second chances. General Borak, as they prepared to depart, turned to Tom. "Thank you, Tom. This visit has changed us. We will take your lessons back to our world." Tom shook his hand firmly. "And thank you, General. Your willingness to understand has opened the door to a new era of cooperation." Captain Afan Karax, Lieutenant Salo, and General Borak boarded their ship, their hearts and minds filled with new ideas. As they ascended into the sky, They looked down at the planet below with a sense of hope and possibility. The journey back to their home world was filled with discussions about what they had learned. They spoke of implementing new policies, creating opportunities for growth, and changing the way they viewed justice and rehabilitation. Lieutenant Solo, writing in her journal, summed it up perfectly. We have seen that true strength lies in the ability to change and the willingness to give others a chance to do the same. This is the lesson we will carry with us. Captain Afan Karax nodded in agreement, and with this new understanding, we can create a better future for all. General Borak, looking out at the stars, felt a sense of peace. Yes, a future where we learn from our past and work together to build a world where everyone has the chance to be their best self. The second chapter ended with a sense of optimism and unity. The aliens had gained a profound understanding of the human way of life, and they were determined to bring those lessons back to their own world. The journey was just beginning, but it was clear that together, they could create a brighter future for all.